Hi, Ottawa. I just finished doing a show called The Bike Trip, so I'm a little sweaty right now. Normally my hair is fluffy and it waves in the wind. It's beautiful, but it's sweaty. So I'm doing a show called The Bike Trip here, which is all about the creation of LSD, to put it succinctly. And I'm doing another show here called The Pit, which I wrote, I'm acting in with an actress, and her name's Vanessa. And we are doing it. It's a surreal play about domestic bliss. And it's a fast-moving, funny play.
Cool. So tell me about the genesis behind the shows. Where did they come from?
Well, the bike trip came from, I have always found LSD to be a really important tool in my own life for connecting with the world and connecting with other people and connecting with myself. So I really wanted to do a show about LSD, and I had this idea, what if I traveled to the place where LSD was invented, which is in Switzerland. And it was invented by this guy who ingested it and then had to leave work because he had no idea what this stuff was going to do to him. And it was the middle of World War II, so there were restrictions on automobiles, so he has to ride his bicycle home. So I thought, why don't I go to Switzerland, find where he worked, rent a bicycle, take some LSD, and then ride the 4 miles that he rode 65 years ago to his home, and in so doing, hopefully get closer to the psychedelic experience. And that would be the framework upon which I could do a show about this connective tool called LSD. And then the play, the actress and I, Vanessa and I, we did a play 2 years ago and toured across Canada, and it was really fun. And so I thought, let's do another play. We're not just fun, but we are in a relationship. So really, it's the only way to maintain a relationship is for you both to be on the road, going to festivals together. Because I'm on the road for 7 months of the year. So this play came out of a couple who were living together, as we are, and as the time stretches onwards in a relationship, you begin to lose track of exactly who you are, of what happened, of what you felt when you met. And so this is a surreal play about a couple who no longer can really remember who they are or anything within the relationship. And then this bottomless pit opens up in their bedroom, and they are forced to flee from this pit. So anybody who's been in a long-term relationship, I think, will very much see their own relationship echoed in the things that happen in this play.
Excellent. And have you been touring the shows long?
Well, the bike trip, I've been doing that for a few years at different festivals, but the pit is brand new. So we did it a couple weeks ago in Orlando. Now we moved on to here in Ottawa, so this is the second time we're doing it. And then we will be doing it until the middle of October at a number of other festivals.
Excellent. And the next question jumped out of my brain.
The next question jumped out of your brain. I got it.
All right.
Yeah.
2 cool things about each show for people considering going to see them.
2 cool things about each show. Well, I mean, the pit, the play. What are 2 cool things? Well, I think it's just there's really quick banter back and forth. The dialogue is very, very quick, and it's a heightened reality. So these characters are fretting over these very mundane, trivial things, but treating them as if they're incredibly important, which of course is reflected in every argument that every couple gets in. It's never really about what you're arguing about, it's about something larger going on. So I think that's just sort of fun. It's fun to act in, it's fun to have rapid banter, dialogue going back and forth, and to exist in this surreal world. Because it's a real world, the character's emotions can swing to really high to really low, to loving to terrified. And it's sort of an accelerated process than what it might be like in real life. So I think it's just got a fun energy to it. It's very energetic. The bike trip is also quite energetic, hence the sweat.
Very energetic.
The bike trip is an autobiographical story, and I think what's fun about it is just having somebody, myself, just telling a room a story that's true, and sort of narrating out the story at the same time. It's also fun, I hope, for anybody that believes in LSD to hear somebody telling a story about LSD that is not about inebriation or about the crazy experiences they've had while tripping out of their minds. It's a funny story, but it's a very serious thing at heart about this, what I think is an important tool. So I think anyone who likes LSD will be heartened by that, the angle the story takes.
Any shows caught your attention so far that you're looking forward to seeing?
Well, last year I really enjoyed the show Boys Are Greater Than Wolves,
Yeah.
or the other way around. I'm never sure which. Anyway, those guys are back doing a show called Happiness. So I haven't seen it, but I'm excited to go and see what they've cooked up this year. So that show.
Excellent. And I usually close these things off with a random question.
Yes. Random question.
My brain's failing me, so I'm going to make it a semi-random question for you.
Right.
You've done a lot of traveling. What's one place or adventure that you haven't gone to yet that you would like to?
I'd really love to go to Chernobyl in the Ukraine.
Choice.
I think there's something interesting about this zone where this nuclear accident happened in the middle of the 80s, and I think and now people aren't allowed to live there, but it has become a sort of de facto nature preserve. There are all kinds of animals who don't know that it's a no-go zone, and as you were allowed to go and take tours into Chernobyl and see this town that was very hastily abandoned, and I think that would be really fascinating to go and see this human wasteland that is in fact a fertile place for all sorts of plants and animals, and to get some notion of what it is to enter into a zone that we consider as forbidden, but that the rest of the planet does not. So I'd like to go to Chernobyl.